Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy, and it's time for another top 10. And every week we do a different top 10 item, and I am always surprised. What surprised me this week was we're doing Burger King, and nearly everything, in fact, everything is newer. I figured there'd be some 1950s, 60s, whatever. I don't know when it came out, 60s, 70s, whatever. It's fairly new, within my lifetime, I guess, is when everything was coming out. Things that I remember, such as number 10. Star Wars 1983 Return of the Jedi Burger King Coca-Cola glasses store display went for about just over $400 on this over here. Really, really neat looking item. Any Star Wars collector would definitely want that. Even put a video in there on that as well. Went out of his way on that. Local pickup only, which kind of kills your ability to make money on that as well, because you're limiting the number of people that can see it. 20 by 21 on that, so very, very cool item right over there. Just awesome. Again, I don't know what that would have went for if you were willing to ship it everywhere, but just a neat item right over there. Coming in at number 9, 1999. 4 foot by 4 foot, 1999 Burger King sign discontinued. Now that I see it, I do remember that logo. It's kind of funny how we forget things, and suddenly we see it and we go, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, the kind of the space age slick kind of look to it. Oh yeah. So pretty neat item right over there. $329 on that. 4 foot by 4 foot. I guess the other item there went for about $300. 2005 Furby's Burger King almost complete 97 in their original carriers, so just about $6.50 each on these over here. Somebody really went through and was working on this, collecting all of them. So I don't know for sure. I would expect there probably were 100 if it almost completes 97. Just a interesting thing right over there. Something you could end up finding out at somebody's collection, and now you kind of have an idea what to pay on it. Yeah, a couple bucks each. You pay $200. You sell it for $600. Can't argue with that. Coming in at number 7, 2000 Rare Pokemon 2000 the movie Burger King display, and that seems to be one of the themes. The displays from the restaurants seem to be what people like. The Star Wars and the Pokemon. A little spoiler alert for a couple of things coming up ahead. $650 on that as well. Number 6, 1977, 1980. Burger King Star Wars Empire Strikes Back trading card case. $850 loaded with those. Who does not remember those cards over there? Probably whoever bought it will be getting some of these graded. I believe they were perforated, and you can get those graded over there. You just have to be careful when you take them apart on the perforations. But if you can get some PSA 10s, that would be a very, very good deal. That number of cards, I think you'll do okay. A lot of 2 vintage Pokemon Burger King display banners, 36 by 72. $800, they're about $750. Again, one of those things that would have been hanging up from the ceiling or on the wall of your local Burger King back then, 1999. Somebody or other wants it. They're probably a big collector, putting up their kids' room, whatever they happen to be doing. Keep your eyes open. You absolutely never know. Prince Castle 2x4 heated holding bin model EHB 24 working from Burger King. Well, that explains why when I was at the drive-thru they couldn't give me my food on time. $1,099. I have no idea at all about these. I have no idea what this is worth as to utilize it, to use it. I'm not in the restaurant business, so I have no idea if these cost $1,500 new or what they cost. Just an interesting item right over there. It does beg the question, how did it get there with it working? Now, they could have had to swap it out and then the guy fixed it up. Who knows? Could have been a Burger King that went out of business. They did some auction. Absolutely no idea how stuff finds its way out into the collectible world. This did. 1979 Burger King Phillies number 16 Mike Schmidt Hall of Fame PSA 10 Pop 6, $1,500. Now, if you look on here, it's got the Topps logo on it, but they know it's Burger King because of the card number 16. It was not number 16 in a normal Topps set. So just one of those interesting little asides. They also did, I believe, the Tigers, and they also did Yankees. So some neat little sets over there to keep your eyes open for when you're out there collecting. And if the number doesn't seem right, that's why. Another little aside, back in the day, and I don't know what number Mike Schmidt was in 1979 Topps, but generally speaking, what they tried to do is they tried to make the stars have a 0 or a 5. So card 10, card 20, card 30, or card 5, 10, 15, or 15, whatever, were the better players. So it would be unlikely at that point in Mike Schmidt's career he would have number 16. Just wasn't the way they did things back then in general. Rare vintage 1978 Burger King Star Wars glasses, complete hanging store display, $1,535, 31 bids. Just an awesome thing right over there. All of these different things that would have gone together just to hang it up that way down from the ceiling. Just an awesome item. And look at the neat little 1970s on the Star Wars also, just the color scheme and everything. Just a great item right over there. $49.95, 1999 Pokemon Mewtwo Burger King Gold Card, Pop 3, PSA 9. And from reading, and I didn't know this, but apparently PSA doesn't grade these anymore. So $5,000 on this. The gentleman down below started telling a whole story about there are only 3 of these, serious inquiries only, and the rareness of this versus other PSA cards and the like, PSA Pokemon cards. So just an interesting item right over there. Nothing, I mean, you'll find the cards, but you won't find them graded. Some bonus items for you over here. Burger King X Ploofy Human Dog Bed Set with throw blanket and crown pillow, $350. I have no idea what this went for new. Zero idea whatsoever. $350 on it. Just an interesting item. I would not... our channel's all about honesty. I saw that right there. I would not buy it. I saw this over here, and it's sitting out at a sales setup like this. I mean, how much is it? That's pretty neat. So it's all in how you market things. Lionel O fast food. O is of course the gauge. Fast food Burger King set. Took an offer, $250 thereabouts. But an interesting set because you've got all of you got Red Lobster, Pizza Hut, Bonanza. You have not seen that for years. Wendy's, Taco Bell, Arthur Treacher's. Oh, I love Arthur Treacher's. So just an interesting, all items sold separately, not as a complete set. As I think it would have just said right over there. There we are. So somebody or other assembled the whole set there and were able to sell it. Now that would be one of, I don't deal in trains, but I probably, if I saw that sitting out at a sale for a few bucks, I'd buy it because in the back of my head I'd be like, oh, that's a pretty cool item. Just a neat item right over there. And that's what we talk about also on the channel. It appeals to train collectors and restaurant collectors. So it's the fast food collectors. So it's got 2 markets, and you always want to try to get something that the maximum number of markets because of maximum demand that way. This is just an interesting item right here. Vintage 70s Burger King light up restaurant globe hanging sign with chain, $250. Just look at that. Those, for some reason or other, those hanging globes were popular there for a moment, and Burger King was no different. They did one as well. So just a interesting item right over there. Something or other that would definitely have people talking if you had that working and hanging up in your men's cave, your man cave. Kind of a gross one over here. I should have given you a spoiler alert on this one over here, or a warning. Garbage Pail Kids sketch, Burger King Spook Darren Peppy GPK. Just a little parody right there from, of course, Garbage Pail Kids. Just disgusting and gross. One of a kind. Sketch card. Neat. Set of 4 vintage Burger King signs, 2 logo and 2 drive-through, $400. That does seem a little bit low. No wonder I couldn't find the local Burger King drive-through. I couldn't figure out where to pull in. Now I know why. Neat item right over there. It does seem to be a little underpriced compared to a lot of the other items that have gone, the signage and the like. Vintage Pokemon the movie 2000 Nintendo Burger King employee exclusive large rare, $450 for that t-shirt right over there with the Burger King logo on the sleeve. Just an interesting item right over there. Something other that, who knows, you get into some estate sale and they're selling stuff off and it's, you know, they price it up at 25 bucks or something other like that, because most of the estate sale companies know that shirts are better. They probably price this at 25 to 50 and you can buy it and sell it for 450. Vintage Rare 1996. I'm sensing a theme here. Joe Nemechek, Burger King Racing NASCAR XL shirt, $450 for that right over there. Another one of those shirts, same deal. Price that up at 50 bucks also. You buy the two shirts, you pay 100 bucks and you flip them for 900. That would be a good deal. And the final item right over here, the Burger King, just because of the logo, CCM Los Angeles Kings Wayne Gretzky XL jersey. Took about $400 on it. A couple of others have sold as well. A little bit less, $300 to $400 on that. But just an interesting step back in time there with that as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Do check out all of my other top 10 videos. They come out every Tuesday. Never know exactly what I'm going to do till I sit down and start recording. Pretty neat. And we'll see you next video.